The Oshkosh Area Humane Society presents Happy Tales. Brought to you by the following local underwriters: Lakeside Animal Hospital, 235-5040. Provident Financial Consultants, LLC, 230-6898. West Business Services, 920-997-6927.
Welcome to Happy Tales. I'm Cheryl Rosenthal, Communications Coordinator here at the Oshkosh Area Humane Society.
And I'm Joni Geiger, the Executive Director. And today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do a how-to show, and I think you're going to find it a little interesting. We got a couple of little things that we're going to show you regarding cats and dogs. Maybe you want to share a little bit more about that.
Right,
Cheryl.
we're going to have some tips on how to fit a collar, how to trim nails, and how to redirect scratching, and some of the services that we offer here at the Humane Society.
Absolutely. I think when people come in, a lot of things that are asked of the staff is really how to do certain things. And so these are pretty common questions, and there's some basics to it, but there's some rights and wrongs to it. So hopefully you'll learn something today and you'll enjoy the show.
Let's get started.
Okay.
I'd like to introduce to you Rhonda and Pat, and they're going to show us about nail caps.
Hi there. Nail caps are one of the many alternatives we offer to declawing, and this is what they look like. We do sell them here at the shelter. This is Pat and Harmony, our little assistant, and we're going to show you how they work, how they go on. That is something we do here at the shelter for the public. You can see she's already wearing them, and contrary to popular belief, she does not mind having them on her toes. They're a vinyl covering to their claw. They can still retract and extend their claws. They just can't do any damage. So we're going to go ahead and put them on the last two nails she has left without them on, and just show you how easy it is. You get 40 to a pack, and basically what we're going to do is a lot like putting on a artificial nail for a person. You use a super glue type of product, and it goes right inside the cap. We'll put the glue in both caps, and then we'll just slide them right on her nails. And they usually stay on about 4 to 6 weeks per application. So one pack of 40 is about a 6 months worth supply for each kitty. So they come with a little application tip, which makes it a little easier. You will get some glue on your fingers, but it does come off. So we just fill them up, just enough glue so it comes up to the top. She's being a little bit of a naughty assistant today. She doesn't like the restraint. We're not hurting her. It's not, it doesn't bother her to have these on. She just doesn't like Pat holding her. Okay, so we're going to give a little squeeze, and her nail is going to pop right out. She has very hairy toes. It's hard to see. There's her little nail. I know. And it slides right on. It's not hurting her. Like I said, she just doesn't like the restraint. Put the last one on, and when we let her go, she'll be right back to her normal perky little diva self. Here we go. That's it. She's all finished. If it's something you're interested in, we can help you out with that here at the shelter. Just give us a call and ask us about the nail caps.
We'd also like to share with you today about how to trim a cat's nails. This is my buddy Manny, and this is a nail trimmer especially made for trimming cat's nails. We do offer them here at the Humane Society. We also have our Clip and Go service. If people want to learn how to cut their cat's nails, we certainly can assist them and show them how it's done. One of the nice things about cutting a cat's nails is when you cut a cat's nails, unlike a dog, the quick of their nail doesn't grow. So you're usually cutting about in the same place. And if you can look at the nail here, you can see that there's a pink part and then there's the little arch. And one of the things that you're going to do is you're going to take your nail trimmer, and we're going to show you a couple different ways of trimming nails. Now, Manny is a pretty easygoing kitty, and another trick to do is when you're petting your cat, is you're going to get them used to having you handle their toes, look at them. I'm going to press down on his paw. I'm going to take my clippers and I'm just going to snip the tip off. And he's going to let me do that, and he's being very cooperative. Now, not all kitties are quite this cooperative. Sometimes they get a little bit more wiggly. You can hold him the way I'm holding him on my lap here, or you can kind of hold him like a baby and trim his nails that way. And this is something that you're probably going to want to do every 4 to 6 weeks. Again, the key is if your cat does get wiggly, don't let him go. Stop clipping, and once the cat is quiet, then you can let them go. Otherwise, they're going to learn that, oh, gee, if I wiggle sooner, I get to leave. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that they understand that you are in control. And again, nail trimming does not hurt. Now, if you have a real wiggly kitty, and again, you have to do this by yourself. Not everyone can do this, but this is how another alternative. I just get down on the floor, and you put your cat between your legs. And Manny evidently doesn't like this. He's kind of afraid of the camera right now. But this is another way that you can try to trim their nails. And now you can see he's kind of calmed down. He's gotten used to the lights and everything. And again, we're just going to trim his nails. So now, not everybody's cat is not going to be cooperative in cutting nails. And so it's nice if you have a friend or a relative that might be able to help you. And I'm going to ask Rhonda to step in. And we're going to get another cat. This is Kino. And oftentimes if you have a friend, as I said, or a relative that can help you, sometimes that makes it a little bit easier for you to trim cat nails. And again, it's the same thing. I'm going to press on the toe and just cut the tip of the nail. And it's just as easy as that. We're going to trim his nail. Now, sometimes if a kitty gets really wiggly, or some kitties are a little bit more assertive in their personality, they might growl, they might try to bite. We can also scruff a cat, and that would mean that Rhonda's just going to grab them by the neck. Now, scruffing, you can see that she's supporting his weight, and this just controls the cat. It's not hurting him. This is a temporary thing. And so I'm going to have you go back to holding him because he was doing really well the other way. And you also want to do their back nails, and it's the same thing. You're going to press on the toe and give it a little snip. And again, this is something that you're going to be doing every 4 to 6 weeks. Now, if you accidentally cut the quick, has anybody ever bled to death from having their nails trimmed?
No.
It's scary. There's a little bit of blood, but you can get some quick stop or just putting your finger there for a minute. But usually cat nails are pretty clear and it's easy to see. Again, this is just another way that you can keep your cat's nails in trim so that they're not so pointy when you're playing with them.